In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make Google Sheets cells fit text using text wrapping. If you're like most people who use Google Sheets, you've probably noticed that sometimes your text just doesn't quite fit neatly into a cell. This can be especially frustrating when you're working with lists or large amounts of data. But don't worry, text wrapping is here to save the day. To get started, you'll first want to make sure you have some data in your Google Sheets file. For this demonstration, let's suppose you have a list of words that seem to spill over into adjacent cells. This is where text wrapping becomes incredibly useful and easy to apply. Start by selecting the cells that contain the text you'd like to fit. Next, navigate to the Format menu located at the top of the screen. Once you're there, simply hover over the Wrapping option. You'll see several choices, but for text wrapping, go ahead and click on Wrap. What this does is automatically adjust the row height so your text fits snugly and is entirely visible within its cell. Here's a quick tip for you. While you're under the Wrapping menu, you'll also notice options for overflow and clip. If you choose overflow, the text will extend into the next cell. This only works if the next cell is empty, though. Alternatively, selecting clip will hide any overflow text when the cell isn't active, keeping your sheet neat and tidy. Now, text wrapping isn't the only way you can make your text fit perfectly into cells. You also have the option to manually resize your columns or rows, depending on what you need. Let's start with columns first. Move your mouse cursor to the line between the column letters at the top of the sheet until you see a double arrow cursor appear. Once that's visible, you can double-click to auto-fit the column width to match your text. It's that simple. If you're looking for a more specific fit, you can also click and drag the divider between the column headings to set the width to your preference. For adjusting row heights, the process is just as easy. First, select the rows you wish to modify. Then, right-click on the row numbers found on the left side of the sheet. You'll then select the Resize Rows option and choose Fit to Data. This will automatically adjust the height of the rows to match the text they contain, making sure everything looks polished and professional. By understanding these methods and incorporating them into your everyday tasks, you'll become a Google Sheets pro in no time. Don't forget, a well-organized spreadsheet is not just more aesthetically pleasing, but also far easier to navigate and work with efficiently. Enjoy the simplicity and flexibility that text wrapping and resizing bring to your data management skills. And keep experimenting with these features to find the perfect fit for whatever project you're tackling next.